Hi everybody, welcome to the Golf Performance Lab. I'm Graham Bell, and throughout the winter we're going to be looking at little videos that we're going to do in product launches, etc., and on how modern technology can help you in different ways, through head, through shaft, through alterations, through lots of different things. So no comedy for a while, well maybe a wee bit. So hope you enjoy this week's review of the new Titleist TSR range. Only the 2 and the 3 at the moment, the 4 will come. So enjoy, and over to some wonderful hitting by Fraser. Hello and welcome to the Golf Performance Lab. Today we're testing out the new TSR2 and TSR3 drivers. I'm not hitting them, you'll be glad to know. It's our little friend Fraser Kane who's going to be hitting them. An absolute stoker of a player. Don't even know what that means, but Fraser's going to hit some shots with the TSR2. Then we're going to have a little look at the design of the TSR2, and I'm going to talk you through it. So the new TSR range by Titleist, still the classical shape as always. Improved aerodynamics, we shall see. And then the models, the TSR2, again, bigger head, bigger footprint. I would say more draw bias than ever before, so it's going to appeal to a lot more people. TSR3, movable weight, game changer, so good for tuning in your different needs. But again, you need to get fitted to see. So Fraser, looking down on it, what do you think?
Yeah, it's nice.
Let's get the new players shaping. Do you like that down the toe end?
Yeah, it
Looks nice. Yeah.
Nice
Okay.
black.
Just nice and black.
Just nice.
Nice and black. Very simple
Standard,
on the
simple.
eye. Simple on the eye. Right. Okay, Fraser. Let's hit. So we should have told setup of the driver. We've got the 9-degree TSR2 with the hazardous 6.5 shaft in it. Pretty stock shaft. How does that go, Fraser?
Yeah, a wee bit open face there.
A wee bit open face. Let's have a wee look. A wee bit flat. Okay. So launch is pretty low. Why is the launch pretty low, Fraser? Because the strike is pretty low. Okay, so we need to move that strike up a little bit. How did it feel?
Felt nice.
Okay. On you go. Oh.
Cancel.
Was that high toe maybe?
Yeah.
High toe.
Yeah, thanks for that one.
That's not your best. Anyway, what I love about Titleist drivers is, yes, they look sexy. They look lovely. The shape on it is like a supermodel, it really is. It's designed now, the improvements from the TSI2 to now is, they're saying it's a lot more stable across the face. Now, to be fair, Fraser did hit that high into the toe, and yes, it did gear to the left, but yeah, it wasn't that bad considering it came out of the toe. We will let Fraser hit again just so we can get the best out of this. Right, Fraser, come on, get one out the hay diddle diddle. Still pretty flat, Fraser.
Yeah.
Again. So again, pretty consistent place you're hitting it there. Possibly what we might see for Fraser is a little bit benefit in the movable weight in the TSR3. But the good thing is, you know, Titleist drivers have always been kind of designed for, or thought of as being designed for the player. Now, what I would say is it is a little bit more kind of, I would say, heel biased and weighting. And that's what we're seeing now with Fraser. So not really the sort of setup that I would like for him to have. So what we're going to do is we're going to change him to the 10-degree and we're going to see how it works out for him. See if we can get the launch up and the spin up and the better.
hope.
Oh yes. Maybe a wee bit Healy, Fraser?
Yeah. No, not really.
Not Healy?
No,
Just a wee
face.
open face?
Another one. Another one.
Okay. So better launch numbers, bit spinny, but again,
Yeah.
it's okay. It's okay. Let's hit another one. Good. Nice. Okay, let's have a wee look. Spinning a wee bit too high. Yeah. So again, there's a lesson for you guys. Hitting it low out the club face and a driver's going to launch it low and spin it high. So, higher up the face, Fraser.
Okay.
Oh yes. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. So what does it feel like?
Nice off the face. It's as if you don't hit. It's as if you're not hitting anything.
Okay, so better launch, better spin. Okay. And again. That sounded pretty tasty. Oh, to be young. Man, that has gone,
Yeah,
hasn't it?
That was the best, yeah.
That's the best. Right, so let's have a wee look. So the strike's moving higher, moving more central there. We're certainly getting better launch and spin with that. So 2.5 spin. Ideally, I'd want it to launch a little bit higher and spin a little bit lower, but not bad. But let's try something with a wee bit more movable. See if we can really dial it in for Fraser. But a very, very stable club face. Even in the ones with the lower loft, he did hit it towards the toe and it did tilt a bit left, but it wasn't off the planet left. And Fraser won't mind me saying you can sometimes hit it off the planet left.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
I think we all can, but very much a stable driver face for you there, guys. So let's try the TSR3, and it's again going to be 10 degrees and still with a hazardous 6.5 stock shaft. So what I'm going to do with the TSR3 is we're going to get it all set up, and I'm also going to dot it up so we can get all the correct information. So what we're doing is we're going to put the weight track over into the toe, basically just to give Fraser a little bit of help of not turning it over and keeping the launch up, okay? And let's see how he does. So still at the A1 setting that we've had with the TSR2. But I think movable weight is something that does benefit Fraser as a player. Not that I'm suggesting your strikes all over the face, but
Yeah.
let's see how it performs. A little bit smaller in the profile, so that's still alright with your eye?
Yeah, it's a wee bit. I quite like it. It's
Okay.
Smaller head.
Didn't go left.
No.
A wee bit spinny
Yeah, the bottom.
at the bottom of the club.
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe something you should be working on, Fraser?
Probably.
See? We're not all superhuman,
It's winter.
but we're trying to get this. We're basically trying to stop the left ball for Fraser. Or reduce it slightly.
Stopped it. Okay.
We've stopped it all right. So why don't we now look at moving that weight a little across? Because but your launch angle is better on that, but it's not bad. But let's see if moving it a touch back into the T1 setting is going to make it better for Fraser. So the advances in club technology and fitting technology, this makes it super easy to move the CG of the club. We're only talking mils, but with a player like Fraser who swings at the speed that Fraser swings it at, it could be critical. Right. So go.
Healy.
Oh. Did that feel Healy, Fraser?
Yeah.
That really.
Straight at the heel.
Okay. So, yeah, a little bit Healy. Again, we've still not seen a left shot.
Yeah.
A bit spinny, Fraser?
Yeah.
Maybe not.
Yeah. Bottom heel.
So again, you can see, guys, where at the bottom. Okay. Now, I'm not seeing what I would want to see in a sort of fitting situation here. I know it's not a proper fit, we're just like reviewing them, but if you give me that over again, I'm going to put it into the central position. This driver head isn't going to be with the same internal weighting as the TSR2. So put it in the neutral weight track and let's see. We may have moved it for the right reasons, but this isn't going to tilt the ball. This head will not tilt the ball as much as the TSR2 driver. So we might have jumped the gun a little bit. That sounded pretty fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got all shy and a wee bit coy.
A wee bit spinny. Yeah.
A wee bit spinny, yes. Why is it spinny?
Wee bit bottom.
A wee bit bottom again. Okay. Still not bad spinning it to carry at 282. But ultimately, yeah, we want that strike higher, Fraser. Come on.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Come on. You can do it. Right. What I'm going to get Fraser to do now is I'm going to get him to just rest that tee on the top. Don't push it in. Let's see if a slight change in tee height is going to help us here. How'd that feel?
Better. More at the middle.
God. Yes. Yeah, now we're talking. It was the tee's fault. Do you hear that? So the strikes are good. It's just raised it up a little bit. That raising of the strike has allowed the launch angle to go up to 14.6 and the spin be 2.2 roughly. So again, that is a far more efficient strike because we've made the tee height slightly higher for Fraser at the moment. So let's see if we can continue with that. And it does seem to me as if definitely the CG position of this, the TSR3, is not as draw bias as the one on the TSR2. So basically, the sweet spot of this is probably a little bit more towards the toe of the club rather than the middle. A wee bit out at the bottom again. So, spin is still a little bit high, so let's rerun the fun. Let's put it into the 9 head to see. That didn't go left. Numbers were better, so I'm thinking that the spin rate is lower, which it is. Launch is good. Face a little bit too much to the right, but again, we're trying to bring that spin down and put the launch. It's doing exactly what we want it to do. We just want Fraser to control the face to path relationship a little bit better. That looks pretty good. That looks hot. Brilliant. Well, my usual. Listen to it. My usual. Right, so okay, launch a little bit too low, but again, it's just not quite where we want it to be hit, Fraser, but he's done a good job. I can't say bad that. So in a fitting sense, we looked at the TSR, I get mixed up with TSI and TSR. The TSR2 was just a little bit too in terms would be draw bias for Fraser. It just didn't work. So we tried it with the 10, still launch improved, but still went left. We then went on to the TSR3, and we do the 10 loft again to get the launch up. That kind of worked with the launch, but the spin was not good. So Fraser lost a lot of yardage through that. So then we went to the TSR3 in a 9 degree, and although the strike is still not exactly where we want it, so the launch is low, the spin isn't compromising the distance. And in Scotland, if you launch a wee bit lower, I don't think it's that bad really, to be honest. So what do we see in the two heads? Well, we see stability. There is definitely more stability across the face, so basically it's not really going to twist as much from off-centered hits like every manufacturer says. Where I would see the biggest difference is the TSR2 opens the door for a lot of players that maybe would say that they wouldn't use a Titleist driver because it's for the better player. Well, do you know what? I think it's allowing the ball flight to come back a little bit if you do leak it out to the right. So it's got potential there. When we get into the TSR3 head with the movable weight, we can really dial in for somebody that strikes it across the face a little bit more, and try and make them optimize their ball flight better from that. But the good thing is, it's not just a product for better players. The TSR range, it really is with the TSR2. That's the best I've seen a Titleist driver work for somebody that needs to hit it a bit more to the left from where they're hitting it. So again, it's opening the door. So if you've never used a Titleist driver before, this is something that you probably should try. But knowing where the CG position is on the TSR2 compared to the TSR3, I think it's going to be a very, very, very good driver. Thank you to Fraser, and that's it from us this week at the Golf Performance Lab. I hope you enjoyed, and remember, we're here to help and to inform. Bye-bye.